A reclusive billionaire tech mogul receives encrypted messages from someone claiming to be his former business partner Zawan. He's supposedly forced out of their startup 20 years ago. The person has evidence that the billionaire stole their revolutionary algorithm. Now they're systematically destroying his empire from the shadows, buying up his company's shares and leaking damaging information. The billionaire must uncover their identity before they go public, but every move he makes only seems to help them. A woman arrives claiming to be the daughter the billionaire never knew about, born from a brief relationship in his youth. She has documents, photographs, and details only he would know, but she's not asking for money. Instead, she's slowly positioning herself into his inner circle, gaining his trust while orchestrating a carefully planned revenge for her mother's suffering. The twist: she might actually be telling the truth about being his daughter, forcing him to question everything. Giert Hago, a junior employee at the billionaire's company, died under mysterious circumstances after threatening to expose corruption. Now, someone using that employee's name and personal details sends the billionaire a series of cryptic clues and evidence of wrongdoing he thought was buried forever. Is it the employee somehow alive? An obsessed relative? A journalist? The billionaire races against time to find out who's resurrecting the past before the truth becomes public. The billionaire's rise to power was built on betraying his mentor, a visionary entrepreneur who mysteriously vanished 30 years ago after signing away his company. Suddenly, coded messages appear, referencing their shared history. The billionaire receives artifacts from his past, each one triggering memories he'd rather forget. Someone knows the truth about what happened that night, and they're forcing him to confront it. A stranger appears in the billionaire's exclusive circles, using a slightly altered version of his real name, adopting his mannerisms, and gradually stealing his relationships and opportunities. The stranger knows intimate details about his life, things no one else should know. Is this a long-lost twin? Someone raised by his family in secret? A psychological game. As the stranger gets closer to his most powerful allies, the billionaire realizes this might not be about revenge at all. His most dangerous competitor from decades ago, a woman, he publicly humiliated and drove out of business reasons. But she doesn't come with anger. She comes with calm certainty and a master plan. She's positioned herself to buy his company from the inside, has his board members in her pocket, and controls information that could destroy him personally. The billionaire finds her impossible to stop because she's always 2 steps ahead, and she seems to be enjoying the game. The billionaire discovers that someone from his past is using intermediaries to challenge him, proxies he doesn't recognize, holding grudges he can't trace. Each proxy seems to know things about him, but none of them will reveal who orchestrated this. As he investigates, he realizes the real challenger might be someone he hasn't thought about in decades, someone he completely forgot he wronged. A mysterious organization surfaces with evidence that the billionaire's wealth was built on connections to a secret group involved in illegal activities years ago. They have a member, someone from his past, who was part of this world with him. Now they're threatening to expose him unless he becomes their instrument. The billionaire must determine if the threat is real, who the insider is, and whether he has any allies left. An investigative journalist contacts the billionaire's team with a curious proposal. They're writing a biographer and need his side of the story. As meetings progress, The billionaire realizes the journalist is someone he wronged, personally someone who disappeared from public life years ago after a scandal he may have caused. They're not seeking revenge through the book. They're seeking the truth, but every chapter might expose him. The billionaire receives a letter from someone he's absolutely certain is dead, someone who died in a way that makes their existence impossible. Yet the letter contains information only they could know, is written in their handwriting, and contains predictions about recent events that came true. The billionaire must determine if someone is impersonating a ghost to haunt him or if something far stranger is happening.